Hello, and thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have with us Neil Felton of FESPA, and we're talking all about print. Neil, could you give us an intro to FESPA and how the association and its events support the print community, please?
Of course. Well, we're over 60 years old now. We come from a screen print background, and we're basically a federation of 37 national associations who have 14,000 printer members around the world. So we're a global organization, and our mission is to be the leading globally connected imaging community. And we want to reinvest our profits back into educating and inspiring the industry. So in summary, we're a federation of 37 national associations, but we also, of course, run the world's leading trade shows in specialty print. And we run them around the world in Brazil, in Mexico, South Africa, Turkey, Middle East, and of course, Europe. So in summary, that's what FESPA are. And every single part of profit, whether it be cents or euros or dollars or lira, we reinvest back into the industry. In the last 7 years, we've reinvested over 5 million euros back into the industry to try and help build the demand for print and to try and help invigorate even further this incredible industry that we're so lucky to serve.
Yeah, and as you said, FESPA started as a federation of associations from the signage and the screen print side of things,
Sure.
but it now covers so much more. Could you give us a quick insight into the different markets that you cover?
It's interesting because there isn't really a suitable catch-all for the number of markets we deal with. We talk about specialty print, but it could be anything from wrapping, and that can be from cars all the way to architecture. It could be interior design, such as decor, such as carpets like flooring, etc. It could be garments, wide format signage, whether it be textile or not. There's so many different areas, non-printed signage. So there's many areas that we do, but the one thing which bonds that all together, one is the FESPA brand, but also is the fact that everybody in our community are very much forward-thinking, energized and innovative printers who actually like to seize opportunities in these new markets.
Yeah, and they're exploding. Most definitely, those new markets. Most definitely. Could you give us a couple of highlights from the events held in 2023? What did people miss?
Well, I think they missed quite a few things. I mean, they missed the chance of getting back and speaking to one another if they haven't been to any event, whether it be FESPA or not. I think that we almost forget sometimes about how traumatic it was during COVID time, and that people want to be meeting one another. They want to be seeing the products, and they want to be energized. And I think what FESPA provides, or actually I know what FESPA provides, is a community where not only can you see all the latest products and the latest services that all of the amazing suppliers do, but you can actually meet and network with printers. And I think that's sometimes forgotten, is that it's one thing going to a trade show, but it's another thing going to a trade show where people are genuinely seen as part of a community, that they love and they believe in the FESPA brand and the people that they meet there. And the best example I can give of that, if you're a member of FESPA or a member of FESPA Direct, come along to Club FESPA. You will meet 1,200 of the best printers in the world, and you will learn from the best minds in the industry. And you cannot beat that.
Yeah, it's an unrivaled opportunity, isn't it? Really is. It really
Without
is.
question. It's how else can you meet some of the best printers in the world to say, I've tried this, this is what's worked, this is what hasn't worked. And also, how does that machinery work for you? It's an incredibly powerful place in which you can learn so much more than you would do from just going to one conference or one trade show, which hasn't got that community element.
It's a very friendly industry as well that does share knowledge.
It's remarkable. I've worked in many industries, and I think that the appreciation which I see in this industry, and it's fantastic, and how they are willing to work with one another. Being part of a global organization means that you can ask. If you're a UK printer, you can ask somebody from Belgium how they do it, or somebody from Australia, or somebody from Mexico, and it's fascinating. Trying to get that global view is quite a powerful tool.
It's invaluable. It really, really is. So a quick snapshot then of what's ahead for 2024 and what people really should not miss next year.
Well, I mean, I know your readership is very and viewership is very broad, but of course we've got a lot of shows around the world. I've mentioned those. So if you're in Turkey or Brazil or Mexico or South Africa or the Middle East, then you should go to the regional shows. And then, of course, if you want to come to the Global Print Expo, then we've got a fantastic show in March. Alongside that, you'll see personalization experience. How do you, as a printer, make a lot more money from the personalization boom that is going at the moment? Sportswear Pro is also a very fascinating sector. European Sign Expo, and of course the traditional FESPA Global Print Expo. So you get 4 events for the price of one, and all of them have specific opportunities for your viewers and readers, as it were, to really grab hold of. And that's what we're here for, is to try and illuminate those opportunities for them.
Yeah, and all of those shows as well have satellite features, don't they? Which are very, very important to you.
Features to me are essential. It's like having a magazine without editorial. If you don't have any features or proper content, then that's you're really missing the point. And the thing that makes FESPA unique is that we have unique access to all the printers around the world who are telling us what they think the next opportunities are. Yeah. And they're telling us where they need more education. So all of the features we have, personalized make wear, that's driven by the printers saying we want to know more about personalization and sportswear production. If you look at the World Wrap Masters, that's one which has been going for 10 to 12 years now, which is like the World Cup of wrapping, not just cars, but architecturally and a whole range of different things. And lots of people are looking into that sector as well. Sustainability spotlight as well. People are talking about sustainability. We've got conferences in personalization of Sportswear Pro. We have Club FESPA. So the features to us are the engine which drive the enthusiasm for people to come to a trade show. And that means by the time they've received all this information, they can go out and speak to the world's best suppliers to find out what they can do to improve their business.
Yeah, they're inspiring for sure. Neil, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. And encourage everybody to take a look at FESPA.com and follow the diary. Most definitely.
Indeed, we'll look forward to seeing you in Amsterdam. And by the way, on the Thursday, we're going to have one of the best industry parties we've ever had. So that's going to be pretty amazing. And the networking ability for you to understand what other printers are doing, I think that's something which is as strong as the feature content, is why FESPA is a unique proposition as a place to visit.
It's great. Neil, thank you. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Cheers.